Many thanks for staying with us. For more on our top stories and others, please visit our website. It's channelstv.com and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Log on to m.channelstv.com to watch us on your mobile device or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows devices from their respective stores. And there's something else you can do. The Channels TV and Channels 24 app will give you access to news and updates. You also have the eyewitness feature with which you can share those pictures, videos or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu and follow the instructions. The United Nations is reacting to the deadly Boko Haram ambush on a convoy carrying food supplies to internally displaced camps. The ambush by a non-state armed group took place on the road between Dikwa and Gamboru in Borno State on December the 16th, resulting in the death of at least 4 civilians and the destruction of some aid items. A statement by the humanitarian coordinator in Nigeria, Mr. Edward Callan, says the safety of aid workers and aid convoys across northeast Nigeria must be guaranteed so people in need of assistance can get it in a timely manner and insufficient quality as many lives are at risk. Humanitarian operations in northeast Nigeria have helped over 5 million conflict-affected people in Adamawa, Borno and Yobe states. And let's move to Benue State now, where Governor Samuel Ortom has confirmed Monday's military invasion of Kastinala Local Government Council by angry soldiers who were searching for the gunmen reported to have killed a military officer. Governor Ortom, who was speaking at an event in Makurdi, the state capital, appealed to residents to remain calm and allow the security agencies deployed to the area handle the situation.
An army man, a soldier in Kastinala yesterday, and who was in uniform. I was coming all the way from Lagos, traveling towards Takum. He was shot and killed by bandits, and that created some challenges. The military men who are doing some operations there pursued after the bandits, and in the course of doing it, we were told this morning that the military are burning and destroying properties within the vicinity where this incident occurred. And so there was so much apprehension. My security advisor and the commandant and the commandant of the Nigerian 72 Battalion and the police, I have dispatched them to go to Kastinala to ensure that there is peace. I want to assure you that there is no cause for alarm. The military are not going to invade the community because of the incident that occurred yesterday. We have treated it as purely an armed robbery incident, and so there is no point unleashing terror on the people themselves.
Governor of Benue State Samuel Ortom. To education now. The Rivers State government has begun a string of projects ahead of its 3rd year anniversary in 2018. Now, one of such is the government secondary school in Abua community, which is getting a facelift for the first time in 37 years. Our correspondent Emmanuel Ire tells us more.
The signboard of the government secondary school in Abua community in Rivers State says it all. These structures, now in a sorry state, are what is left of the only government school in the community built in the late 70s, perhaps conducive for other things but learning.
There are structures we have in this school that were started in the NPN government. And for a very long time, nothing has happened.
And now, it's a big day for the people as Governor Wike arrives for the ceremony to begin the reconstruction of the school.
Let me warn, don't play politics with this project. Do the work or you go to jail. Do the work or you go to jail. This project will be commissioned in our 3rd year anniversary next year, being May next year. We have the money for the project, I'm not going to say, oh, when the money comes, already the money is there for this project. So it's not going to be like the one that the principal met when he was in class 4. This one, as the principal, you will stay here and you will see that we'll start it and we'll finish.
The students can now look forward to a more conducive learning environment before mid-next year, when the reconstruction is expected to be complete. Emmanuel Irene, Channels Television News.
Over 5,000 women and youth in Kano State have been empowered in skills by the wife of the president, Mrs. Aisha Buhari. Presenting certificate to the beneficiaries, the First Lady explains that this will help them to become self-reliant and contribute to the local economy.
It's an important demographic, the youth, and the invaluable gender, the women, who are targeted for empowerment in the northern region by the Future Assured Foundation of the wife of the president, Mrs. Aisha Buhari. First, speaking in the Hausa language, the wife of the president doffs her hat to the empowerment of tea sellers in the state.
I am delighted to hear that the administration of Governor Abdullahi Ganduje has empowered tea sellers in the state. I too would like to go back with my own tea commodities that were distributed.
In the same vein, she explains why the training of youth and women is so important.
The aim of leadership to me is touching the lives of the masses through vocational training programs. This is why I have been traveling to states across the country to ensure that women and youths are trained and empowered, especially at this time of inadequate funds at the disposal of the federal and state governments.
The certificates are presented to the beneficiaries with packages in line with the skills acquired.
We have recorded many successes ranging from painting production, rabbitry farming, catfish farming, and shoes and bag production, barbing with pedicure and manicure, who are willing to expand their means of livelihood and to continue breeding the younger ones, who are willing to venture into this vocational skill for survival.
The Kano Commissioner of Women Affairs and Social Development discloses the scale of the impact of the state's empowerment program.
The leadership of these governments are birds of the same feather, and they flock together. And we all bear witness as to what they do in terms of their programs, in terms of their focus, in terms of their passion for the development of the nation as a whole, and in our case for the development of Kano State.
Reducing the number of unemployed youth and empowering women is necessary for economic growth in the northern states and the rest of the country. With the passage of time, it's expected that the impact these beneficiaries will have on the local economy will be better assessed.
Governor Ifeanyi Okowa has signed the Delta State 2018 appropriation bill of 308 billion naira into law. At a short ceremony at the Government House in Asaba, Governor Okowa promised that his administration will ensure the full implementation of the budget.
We had budgets in the past 2 years, but those are budgets that we could not truly fund the capital expenditure because of the challenges we did have with the vandalization of our pipelines. But because peace has returned, and because the export process of our crude oil has returned in full with the repairs of the Focus Strong Line, we are now better positioned to receive greater receipts from AFAC allocations. And the signs that we have seen in the last 3 months gives us cause to rejoice that going into 2018, we will be in a better position to impact the lives of our people. And therefore, we have presented the budget to the House of Assembly, and with the House of Assembly has also passed into law a budget that is realistic, a budget that is realizable, a budget that is funded without actually going out there to borrow a lot of money because we understand that as of today we have been stretched out with borrowing. And by the grace of God, ours is to begin to manage the finances of the state in the best interest of the people, to ensure value for money, and to also ensure that our people are happy.
Governor of Delta State, Ifeanyi Okowa. And still to come on the program, residents of Opela community want a resolution to a mining right issue in their domain. We'll give you details of that and other stories. Stay with us.